Hi, it's Luke from Oadby, and we're back with the February Oadby TV.
Yeah, we are.
So we've come to Paul's Kitchen.
Yeah, lovely
Location on the London Road in Oadby. So let's find out a little bit more about Paul's Kitchen. I think since we got here, they've been manically busy. People have come in for outside catering, and someone's come in for a takeaway breakfast, and you can smell
it.
Yeah,
it's not good though for us, is it?
No.
But we've got our coffees. So
we have got our coffees made by the lovely Lucy.
Yep. Thank you, Lucy.
Yes, thank you. So Paul's Kitchen. So Paul's Kitchen, I think, is a bit of a hidden gem off from the main parade in Oadby, owned by Paul Day, award-winning chef.
Yes, he is. Yes.
And I've been here myself. We've had Sunday dinner here as a big group, and it was
really
beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, it was lovely, really nice, and it's you can tell it's all properly cooked as well. It's not out of packets and things. But they also do outside catering.
Right. Okay.
So business lunches.
Good.
If it's birthday party, weddings, hog roasts, paella, barbecues, anything like that. So if you've got an event and a function, you're thinking, who can I get to cater for it?
It's definitely worth contacting them, isn't it? I think they'll almost do anything.
Yeah.
If you ask the question,
that's what the lady said, didn't she, before she disappeared upstairs to meet those clients.
Yes.
So, but I know they've got a couple of bits coming up, which is a gin night.
That sounds good.
That was one of your reasons for coming along.
That was the only reason I came here today.
So I've actually got the gin menu.
Good, I'll be taking that back with me, if that's okay.
But one of the particular nice ones here is the Brockman's gin. That one's a nice one.
You tried that yourself, have you?
I haven't tried that one, but it does sound, because it comes with the Fever Trees ginger ale, which
nice.
got a nice little twist to it. So that's on the 1st of March. So they're going to be having or sampling 15 Burley's gin, and obviously Burley's is a local Leicester gin distillery.
Yeah.
So known for doing the Leicester City and the Leicester City, and I think they do one for Leicester Tigers as well.
Brilliant.
Isn't it nice this time of year where you get the daffodils and things? It's nice.
I noticed they're out in the shops now as well. Have you seen
them? No, it's nice. And
I think we should have some for our office actually.
I think we'll do that on the way back.
Yeah.
And they've got a Greek night
on the 23rd of Feb. I think it is as well, isn't it?
Should be a day you remember.
I know. Well, it's my sister's birthday, so I'm just letting you know, Les, that I haven't forgotten. So you're okay.
So 25 course Greek meze, authentic music and drinks.
Yeah.
£25 per person.
It's not bad, is it?
So, but we've got a date only a couple of days away.
Yeah,
Thursday. Yeah, Valentine's Day.
The 14th of February.
14th of February. I'll make a note. But they've got Valentine's candlelit evening.
Yeah.
So you can come along again, book in for that.
Bring your loved one with you.
Yes. No, definitely. So, but talking on Valentine's.
Yes.
If you were looking for a present, where could you go in Oadby?
Well, we've been there. I've been there myself one or two times actually. The Must Gift Shop, which is a lovely outlet where they do quite a lot of individual gifts and things. So if you're looking for something special, whether it be for Valentine's Day, or we've even got Mother's Day coming up soon.
True,
at the end of March, or even if it's just somebody's birthday, it doesn't really matter. It's definitely worth a visit. Go and have a look round. Like I said, you'll get something that's quite different, which is lovely.
Since we went there just before Christmas, didn't we?
Yeah.
And they do those nice weed diffusers.
Yes.
And I bought a couple of those, and they do last. Whereas the ones you buy, say, from the normal shop, in a small container, 30 days, these have been going for probably 2 months now, and they're still about halfway.
That's good, because I know I bought one for my sister as well as part of her Christmas box too. So, but it's just if you want something a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, not the norm.
I think it's good that you support your independent local businesses like Paul's Kitchen, like Mustard Gift Shop as well, and all the other businesses along the parade.
Yeah.
Now, this is where I need your help.
Okay.
So, I went down to LOROS last week. I went down to their hospice, and it's such an amazing place. And I don't think we realise how much good a job they do to care for people. And did you know 90p out of every pound that they raise actually goes back into the patient care?
Fantastic.
Which, when you consider in this day and age with charities, they do get a bad press for how much actually goes to
the charity
the actual charity itself. And it's 90p.
That's
and
brilliant.
Even from the point of they're not just sitting there waiting for donations to come in, they're actually getting out there. So they've got a kind of like a business centre, so they're hiring out rooms to treat it as a business, so that they're kind of reaching out there. But they're doing a couple of activities. Now, one we need your help with, because I've enlisted, is the Tower Run.
Okay.
So it's at the bottom of London Road, St George's Tower. So that tower that people may have seen by the train station, it's blue, but it's also got the coloured squares on it.
Oh, I know what you mean,
Yeah, so it's 351 steps from the bottom all the way to the top. So I think we need to get you down as the Love Oadby representative to be doing that for charity and for LOROS.
Okay, well, I will definitely do it, obviously because of the cause that we're doing it for. But if I could just, whilst we're here now, just ask everybody if you're going to set up a page, I think, for me on
we'll set up just giving Love Oadby page for donations for that. And that's on the 9th of March. I think that's a Saturday.
It is.
Starts around 10:15, going through to about 2 o'clock. So if you are interested to do it yourself, you can contact LOROS, and we'll pop the link below as well. But we'd love for even. It doesn't matter if it's £1, £5,
anything,
any donation, because even if it's £1, 90p of that's going to go to LOROS to help for that patient care. And I'm sure we all know someone that's had to have some kind of patient care with LOROS.
I don't think, I know family and friends that have obviously used LOROS. I've never heard anybody say anything other than a glowing report about obviously the care that the individual receives and the family as well. So it's a brilliant job.
Like I said, when I was bowled over when I went there, just from how friendly all the staff are, and how caring they were towards the patients. It was absolutely amazing. So we've got a short video where I managed to meet with Abby.
Oh, okay. We're going to see that.
Yeah, so we'll cut to that now to show you when I went down to see Abby, where we find out more about LOROS and the good work that it does. Fantastic. So Abby, this tower walk and run, what's it all about? Sounds a bit scary, the kind of the tower, but I think it's at the St George's Tower, is that right?
That's right, yep. So that building that we all recognise with the different coloured windows.
Oh, it's that building, is it?
It is, yeah. So 351 steps. Everybody might think that that's not a big challenge. Trust me, it is. So entry is £17 per person to enter, but if you pledge to raise £50 at least in sponsorship, then it's free entry.
You can enjoy that torture for free. Brilliant. So if people want to find out more, how can they find out more about enlisting for the tower?
So the best thing to do would be to go to our website.
Okay.
So it's www.loros.co.uk/tower run.
Brilliant.
And that will give you all the information, and you can sign up online there as well.
Fantastic, and we'll pop the link at the bottom of the video as well. So with any of the money that's raised through all these great events that LOROS put on throughout the year, where does the money go to? Who's it helping? So
we are a hospice specific to Leicester, Leicestershire and Rutland, and we care for over 2,500 patients and their families every year.
Gosh.
So we're a 31-bed unit providing specialist palliative care, and that would be where all the money, 91 pence in every pound goes directly to patient care.
So a lot of that money being raised is going into care. So so in terms of how much it kind of costs to run the hospice, I can imagine it needs a lot of fundraising activities throughout the year to keep it running.
Yes, absolutely. So we have lots of different fundraising events that we put on throughout the year. New figures, new information that we've just received is that it's costing us more to provide our services every year. So we now have to raise £6 million in voluntary income and donations every year, which is where our fundraising events come into play.
That's a huge figure to raise and an enormous target to raise. But I know it's quite a well-supported charity within Leicester because it is, like you mentioned, a Leicestershire and Rutland based charity. So if you would like to help and raise valuable funds for LOROS, the Tower Walk Run, you haven't got to run up all those 351 steps, you can easily walk up them, but I think there's even a treat at the top with a glass of Prosecco.
There certainly is.
For people. Have they got to walk down?
Yes.
Oh.
Part of the challenge as well.
going down is a little bit easier.
Yeah.
So please have a look at the LOROS website. I think I'm quite tempted to go along and have a go myself. Not the fittest, but we'll give it a go. It's for a great cause. Please help LOROS where you can. Told you it was great.
I know.
So,
brilliant.
But there's also another activity.
Oh, you're not going to rope me into something else as well, are you?
There is. And this is the Swimathon at Parklands Leisure Centre.
Are you trying to make out I'm not fit enough? Is this after our little session at the gym at Parklands?
Well, now we've been to the outdoor gym at Uplands Park.
Yeah.
So this is the 4th annual Swimathon,
right?
Or swim marathon. So this is on Sunday the 3rd of March at Parklands Leisure Centre. So new swimming pool. It's a nice clean swimming pool, excellent facility.
Okay.
So I think we've got a couple of people. So there's myself, Yvonne from Knightsbridge in Oadby, and
me.
You now. So again, that's going towards that's the Rotary Club of Oadby. So again, a brilliant cause
again
as well.
Yeah.
So again, we'll pop details of that on the Love Oadby TV show as well.
I think you're just trying to get me fitter or something. So
I just think all of these organisations are doing so much within the local community.
Yeah. It's good to support,
and I just think it's good, but also we get to get fit from it, as we found out when we went to the gym. Yeah. When we went to the gym last time.
Perfect.
So some of the mentions that we've from the last video when we were up at Zeph's Cafe and the church. But before we go on to those mentions, I know you've brought along your donations. So we talked about the food bank, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And what I'm doing at the moment each week is when I go shopping, I'm actually getting either a tin or I'm going to get some dried pasta or whatever. And I've got a little bag that I actually keep at work.
It is in date as well.
It is in date. Okay, and I just keep adding a bit in. And then when I've got like a full bag, and you don't have to wait, everybody, till you've got a full bag. You can just go and take an odd tin here and there. But for me, I'm going to get a bag together and then I'm going to take it round.
Absolutely. So brilliant. So these are your starting donations.
Donations.
Again, good donations. Digestives, baked beans, chicken and mushroom soup. A few treats as well. So again, that's always nice, isn't it? That's always nice.
And it actually makes you feel good as well because you're helping people.
So one of the mentions is Oadby Youth Club, and we're actually going down to see Oadby Youth Club later on in the week. So in our March TV show, we'll be able to show you what Oadby Youth Club is all about. But it's been running for over 72 years. And it doesn't necessarily have to involve just going along playing football. They've all got different activities. So here they've got table tennis, indoor football, but there's also TV, music, an art room, computer room. And it's on a Friday evening from 7 p.m. And it's at the Oadby Youth Centre, which is on the Wigston Road in Oadby. And it's children, so boys and girls, aged between 8 and 18. So
definitely worth a visit.
No, definitely. And like I said, we're going down, or I'm going down on later on in the week to see what it's all about, to see the facilities on offer. Because, again, children get a bit of bad press as well, don't they? And they just need sometimes activities to help them socialise and grow their skills and brilliant. So if you do want more information, there is a Facebook page which is at Oadby Youth Centre, or it's oadbyyouthcentre.org. Again, we'll get those links put on the video as well. But again, a great resource within the community. So we'll be able to report more on that in March, and I'm really keen to get down there, because I know when I was growing up, I went to a youth club and it was great fun. I think mine was on a Tuesday evening. But it was great. Where we used to play football, but it was mixed sexes, and you used to have a tuck shop and everything. So
it's just a good social event. I know I think the aim is to help the individuals realise some of their potential as well, with the different activities that they have on offer.
Oh, massively.
So and like I said, it helps give the children maybe a little bit more of a purpose or a focus, that sort of thing as well. So that's good.
No,
Good. See how you get on when you go
yeah,
down this week.
Yeah, definitely. When we'll report back on that. So, and I know one of the things that you wanted to mention was about the transport.
Yeah,
transport team.
Called Community Action Partnership,
Oh, okay.
and it's a group of volunteers who help provide a service and transport for the residents in Oadby and Wigston. Obviously, those that really can't get out and about, but they are desperately in need of additional help.
Okay.
So whether it's just for an hour or whether you can give a full day, anything like that, just to help obviously get these people out and about and provide a service to them, so for their needs. So it also helps the individuals. Some of these people would be quite isolated if this service wasn't available, so I think that's even more reason to try and see if we can get additional volunteers and people to help. So they are looking, like I said, volunteer drivers.
So this is to mainly bring people that are kind of isolated, that haven't got means of transport, to bring them into community groups, bring them into the town centre.
That sort of thing. And I think also I think I'm correct in saying that if they need things like collecting for them or whatever, or I don't know if they need a prescription or something like that, this is somebody can go out and do it. Which is why I think if you can only offer an hour a week, that hour is quite vital and would seriously help somebody. So again, I think we'll pop this up on the screen, but you can either go to the website, which is communityactionpartnership.org.uk, or there's a telephone number, which is 0116 288 7482 to offer your services, which would be very much appreciated.
Fantastic. So if there is anyone out there that could spare a little bit of time to help those people in isolation, then brilliant. It'd be great help.
Definitely.
So definitely. I think one of the last items that we've been asked to mention is local Oadby resident Judith Critchley is running a comedy event.
She is
in the Leicester's Comedy Festival, but this is for the Tickled Pink All-Star Female Comedy Night.
It'll be for breast cancer.
Yes, I believe it is for breast cancer. So it's giving them a platform for female comedians to shine together and basically provide a bit of humour. Which we can all do with, can't we, sometimes? Well, they do say laughter is the best cure, don't
it
they?
Is,
so it is good. So acts include Hannah Sylvester and Ishi the Funny Khan. So that sounds a bit intriguing.
Yeah, it does.
And the money's going to the women's charities. Doors open at 5:30. Tickets are only £5. And to book, contact the Guildhall box office on 0116 253 2569, and you'll be able to book your ticket. And we'll pop all the details, including the date, below. So
it's like, to me, it's like go and have some fun, have a laugh, and raise some money for charity at the same time.
Absolutely fantastic. So I think there was. I just wanted to touch where we are again, really, with Paul's Kitchen, because I picked up when we came in the breakfast menu, which again I think you may have driven past and
smell things at the moment. It's not good.
It is.
I've had breakfast this morning as well, and I'm looking at this.
But it's not just lunches and evening meals. So they've got Paul's breakfast again. That's £5.50. Farmhouse breakfast, which. Gosh, I don't think you need to eat anything for the rest of the day.
I don't think so either.
£7.95.
But they've got a vegetarian breakfast as well.
That looks pretty good. Again, just lighter bites, just toast if you wanted toast, beans on toast. Then that's pretty good. But they've also got regular events. So again, have a look at Paul's Kitchen on Facebook and on their website as well. But just looking at some of the events, we've talked about the gin tasting night. We've talked about the Greek night.
They've got a psychic night.
They've got psychic night on the 6th of March. Night of Magic on the 15th of March.
And then there's an acoustic duo as well on the 22nd. Really, there's lots of things going on. In fact, I don't know whether people can see it, but at the back of you, there's actually a list of what's going on as well, which is brilliant. So, but like we said, go to the website.
Absolutely brilliant. So, thank you for watching the February episode of Love Oadby TV. It's been a real pleasure. Again, we found out lots that's going on in the community.
We have,
committed to 2 charity events with that tower run.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Actually, I don't mind.
351 steps.
I know I'm going to have to get to the Jimmy. I'm either going to have to go to Uplands Park or I'm going to
find
have
a
to go
building
to
with lots of steps.
Yeah, either or, one or the other.
But you do get a glass of Prosecco right at the top.
Oh, great, thanks.
That is the incentive. So, but if you are a local community group or a local Oadby business and you'd like us to feature or even come and film Love Oadby TV from your business, we'd love to hear from you. Pop a comment in the comments box below. But last time, before we go, there was a challenge that was set.
There was a challenge, and this time I fulfilled it.
You fulfilled it.
I didn't last time. This time I have.
And this was the result of that challenge.
Yes. Yeah.
Lemon curd.
The lemon curd is the lemon curd that I purchased from Zephyr's Cafe. So,
and that does look.
It tastes delicious.
That does look pretty tasty. And I would say, I think it's great when homemade cakes, because that's the beauty of it.
You're sounding a tad sarcastic.
No, it looks very nice. I'm looking forward to having a slice.
You can have a slice. I'm going to share it with my colleagues in the office when we get back.
So no, that is very good.
With a cup of tea.
So thank you very much for watching on this month's episode. We'll see you back in March. Goodbye.
Bye bye.